hoped, of course.
Most people are gonna get.
Well,
We're gonna.
this is one in which I want to commend Mr. Glazier for properly considering me too optimistic in 2017 of where we were going on this. He was very public about that, and he turned out to be right. The whole point of what we were waiting on, of course, is the new 3 strikes rule with respect to non-medically necessary transit for residents in the city. And we're starting to see, there have been more than a dozen instances so far of people who've already met the 3 strikes rule that we are going to be pursuing collecting revenue from them. And it's not coming in quite at the speed that I originally thought it would be, but remember that it's not 3 strikes in a year and then you go back to 0. It's 3 strikes permanently. So anybody who gets 3 strikes in using residents using 3 trips that are non-medically necessary, every other one they do after that point, they will be subject to pay the fee. And since we expect that number is going to increase in the next year, the 3.67, which is what we had originally hoped for this year, we think is a realistic estimate for 2018.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? Thanks.
None of the other council people
Well,
have
I
it.
just got a couple of questions. We go back into that same line in general, the charges, the police extra duty job.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's gone down. Are you planning to do something different?
On the extra duty jobs, we always try to be sure that the revenue we have coming in and the expenses that we have going out are pretty much in line. If there's going to be an adjustment of one upward, the other one's going to adjust upward too, because we want to try to factor in both of those as the result of what they're doing for extra duty. So whether that number were to go down or up from what we were projecting, if the revenues go up, the expenditures are going to be commensurate with that. So our overall impact on the budget will be no different.
And just in your budget here.
Yes, thank you. I had not gotten to that. Thank you.
The finance, the count 42 is gone up slightly, over 20, close to 15,000 there, close to 20,000.
Come on, man. Which bureau are you looking at specifically?
I'm on page 200,000. On page 48.
Okie dokie, so we are looking at here specifically, you're looking at,
Your budget, yeah.
you're looking at account 42 generally across the whole of the department.
Correct.
My guess is okay. I will fully admit in front of this body that I put one item in the budget this year that was intended for my office. Because the carpet in there is outdated and it's ratty and it's shaggy. And probably the biggest delta I put in there was to have a reserve so that we could upgrade very good carpet in my immediate suite so it looks like a professional office. And I fully admit to that we put that one in there. And, oh, thank you. And there are things related to repairs in the print shop which we are responsible for. Which also would have resulted in part of that increase.
You already talked about the employee.
The only other really significant differences in the budget is that we are adding another full-time individual in purchasing. The load of projects that we are dealing with is increasing at a significant rate, and to put we've already received, I think, more than 100 individuals actually applied for the purchasing agent job. And there is a good group inside of there that I think will be able to take on that role. Nobody can replace Beth Ann Stroll, but I think we're going to have some really good people who will do a fantastic job in that role that we'll have to choose from. Besides refilling that, we wanted to get another purchasing coordinator position in place because